to, I like to praise the Lord. I don't want to be praising a building or praising a congregation. I want to praise the Lord, but I have to acknowledge that this place is special, and I think it's because they be praising the Lord and putting Him first. And me and Duncan touched on it. The most controversial issue in Christianity, I think, is the American church and just religion as like a tight thing.
Yep.
It pushes. Sometimes it can push people away from the Lord, right? But I think you're seeing in our generations, the young adults and children coming up in America, there's a different mindset. It's back to Lord number one. Jesus first, everything else second.
Exactly. I think also another thing, even they talked about a few weeks back, was a lot of the churches, it's boring.
Boring.
Yeah, it's boring. Right. It's there's no entertainment because, nowadays, the community and this new generation, the attention span is really short.
Right.
Like if you can't grasp their mind immediately, it's like, okay, I'm uninterested.
Right.
So I think this church definitely has nailed it in terms of
a balance.
Keeping that balance is so key, and I think that's where everybody there is just like loves being there.
Right.
Like you actually want to go. Like if you miss going, you regret it. Like, oh, I should have been there. Oh
right.
No, right? So that balance is so key, and I think in American culture for churches as well, they struggle with that because especially the young community, they just fall not interested, and there's sometimes they don't even a young group community where you can actually communicate with people, build friendships, relationships with people from the church. It's mainly older people, elders, so it's harder for the younger people, most younger people, to grasp like an interest.
Right. That are very boring. A snooze fest, uptight, that turns people away. But on the flip side, there's a lot of these like mega churches, very super eccentric churches that focus more on having celebrity appearances and like concert-like things, to where that aspect pushes away like the older folks or some of the people that are like, all right, what are we talking about here? Like, where's the Lord? So there's a balance. You have to have revival and high spirits, keeping it kind of entertaining, like something you look forward to going to.
Yeah.
But you can't be too much to where it distracts you from the